Y'all, it is on. Yesterday was round 1 of TikTok versus the Congressional Committee, and I'm about to break it down. Let's get into it. Out of the red, white, and blue corner, with an average age of 233 years old, fighting out of assisted living homes all across America, they're delusional, they're corrupt, they eat dinner at 3 p.m. It's the U.S. Congressional Committee! And out of the other corner, fighting out of Singapore, a stallion-like 40-year-old man with an IQ at least triple that of his opponent, CEO of TikTok, it's Mr. Shou Chew! Okay, so the CEO of TikTok got grilled yesterday by the Congressional Committee for about 4 hours, and they just laid into him, asking him all sorts of questions that they had no fucking idea what they were talking about. Now look, I get it. America wants its privacy and not to be spied on and all that other good stuff, but so does every other fucking country, and let's be real, it's never gonna happen, okay? Everybody's gonna spy on each other and try to get information and whatever it may be, because it's just the fucking way things work nowadays, right? So representatives from each state got 5 minutes to ask Mr. Chew questions about TikTok, about data, about who can see what, about who has access to what, all that stuff that they knew nothing about. No, for real, they literally just read off a sheet of paper that Zuckerberg gave them that morning and was like, just read these and see what he says. It really felt like being in 5th grade and the teacher's like, hey, John, can you go ahead and read paragraphs 1 through 5? And then you read them and the teacher's like, all right, now tell me about that. And you're just like,
tell you what?
So we're going to go over some representatives from a couple states. And if you're from these states, I better hear your explanation in the comments. First up, we got Miss fucking Dingleberry from Michigan. Oh my God. I don't know what y'all got going on over there, but y'all need to add about 6 more grades to your school system because this ain't it. Look, I really don't know what she was trying to ask, but it had to do something with data and algorithms. Algorithms. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
And how it can be many of my colleagues on both from U.S. users into with third parties,
Algorithmic.
No, I'm having talk today to by purchasing it through. I've seen it abused. I have seen women die with either precise GSP information collected from tax data to data.
Okay, well, once that fucking stroke was over, Mr. Chew was just like,
I'm sorry, would you repeat that?
All right, next up, we got the good old sister slammer from Alabama, Mr. Palmer. Let's see how that went.
Thank you. When the Chinese communist government.
Wow, deja vu.
What did you just say?
Just deja vu.
What did you see?
Nothing. A cat got on the mic and sounded like a fucking idiot, and then another one got on the mic and sounded just like it.
How much like it? Was it the same cat?
Honestly, it could have been. Okay, next up, we got Mr. Dunn from Florida. And let me tell you, when he was reading this paper, this fool looked so pissed off because he was like, y'all, who gave me the fucking hard questions?
TikTok parent ByteDance plan to use TikTok to monitor the physical.
He looked back like, y'all motherfuckers set me up. He got done reading those questions and was just like,
I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
Okay, then Delaware got to bring the hammer down. And people fucking live in Delaware?
I didn't know. How could I have known?
She started talking about national security and bringing up money, and then she had this brilliant question to ask.
You've said you've spent, in your testimony, $1.5 billion. This $1.5 billion, what was it used for?
Talking about money and what was it used for? He'll answer that question when you tell me where my fucking tax dollars are going. Because I've been hitting the same fucking pothole for 6 years now. I snap about 6.5 fucking vertebrae every morning driving to work because I'm like... Okay, last one we're going to talk about for this episode is Mr. Carter from Georgia. Georgia. You cannot make this up. This dude thought he was the summa cum laude of this shit. The goddamn Jimmy Neutron, big brain motherfucking Einstein with these questions. This fool clearly took the red pill because he wanted to dive deep into the matrix.
So much for industry challenge. I want to shift gears real quick. I want to talk about biometric
today, Junior?
Matrix.
Okay.
We do not collect body, face, or voice data to identify our users.
You don't?
We do not. The only face data that you will get, that we collect, is when you use the filters to have, say, sunglasses on your face. We need to know where your eyes are.
Okay, that's pretty cut and dry. That should make sense to him.
Why do you need to know what the eyes are if you're not seeing if they're dilated?
Or not.
I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, we know you do because you're still trying to get a hold of Blockbuster and ask them about that copy of E.T. you requested. Okay, I apologize. I jumped to conclusions. I didn't give you time to elaborate. Go ahead.
It's our understanding that they're looking at the eyes. How do you determine what age they are then?
Son of a bitch!
We rely on age gating as our key age assurance.
Age
gating, which is when you ask the user what age they are. We have also developed some tools where we look at their public profile to go through the videos that they post to see whether...
Well, that's creepy. Tell me more about that.
Personally, I think you're a fucking idiot.
So that's essentially how the 4 hours went. They asked a bunch of questions, he tried to answer, they would cut him off, yield their time, and keep on moving. Look, I'm not big into politics or anything like that, but I think they just want to push their own agenda and be able to control what we see. They're starting to lose that control through TikTok, and now they're getting scared. It's not looking good for TikTok in the US. I'm just preparing for that now, so I'm gonna make my way over to YouTube. So if you guys want to join me there, come through. So I guess we'll see how it plays out in the coming months. If you guys want to see more content like this, let me know in the comments.